Okay. So let's do all the tech stuff before we get into, you know what I mean? Is because
Yep.
is it
Popping
streaming?
up. Give me a minute here to get the link. Copy.
Okay.
I'm
So
excited.
let's do all the tech stuff before we
Oh,
get into, you know what I mean? Because
yes,
is it streaming?
popping up. Give me
Oh, here we are. We're live. This is so weird how I'm like looking at. Okay. So let's do all the tech stuff. And I guess eventually we'll have like where I can just because I'm copying and pasting it on my phone to take it to Facebook. Um,
Yeah, I should have had like a script written out already with this.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we'll do that for next week. This is a process.
All right, well, we're live. So welcome,
Yes. Hold on.
everybody. Oh, I already shut my camera off. So there we go. Lovely the technical difficulties. Because we're here for the full Aquarius Blue Moon weekly energy update. So welcome, everybody. Welcome, Elizabeth. How are
Yay.
you feeling?
Wait, are you talking to me?
Yes. Who else would I be talking to?
I don't know. I thought maybe someone already popped on.
No,
Oh,
definitely you. How are you feeling this with all the energy so far?
yeah. So, I mean, the energy is just off the freaking chains right now, you know. But I've been working on getting out of my own way and, just trusting the process. And it's just amazing when I do that. I'm just like, you know what? No, like I'm not going to question the process. I'm not going to try to figure out the process. I'm not going to try to convince myself that you know what I mean? I'm just like all day today, like when I was driving around earlier, I was like, I don't need to know to stay in the flow. I don't. And then I did a couple other lyrics with it too, because I know and I'm flowing. I know the
I
truth.
love how you stay in the flow all day. But before we get too much into it, I'm going
Yeah.
to take a minute to introduce myself. So, you guys know we're here to navigate the power weekly with our intuitive talks. Specifically, we're talking about the blue moon in Aquarius today and any energy that's coming from that. I'm Jackie Lyons of Akashic Energy Healing, and I'm a holistic energy healer. And Elizabeth, want to
Wonderful.
introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Elizabeth Maria of Elizabeth Maria Unlimited, and I offer writing services, holistic health advocacy, and intuitive guidance. And together, we are the hosts of Intuitive Talks, where we are navigating the power within, guys, through weekly energy readings and also cultivating spiritual community, which is why we're doing this live, guys. So, anyone that's out there, like, please just, let us know what you want us to talk about. We'll always just kind of go off riff, but we are going to be, because today's the 19th. So, so it's the full blue moon. So we're definitely going to talk about that a little bit and harness that energy as well. I wanted to just quickly announce that our weekly intuitive talks will be broadcast live on our Sex, Drugs, and Spirituality YouTube channel, where you can also check out season 1 of our podcast. And so, guys, our podcast addresses social issues openly to promote healing, remove stigmas, and find holistic solutions, right? So while we're in production of season 2, please navigate the power with us by watching season 1 of Sex, Drugs, and Spirituality on our YouTube and our Spotify platforms.
Yeah. So
Yay.
excited for today. And today has been wild. And we try to keep you guys updated throughout the week. And we're popping in with mini updates and larger updates. But I think before we get into anything and what we've learned through this last little bit is we got to cleanse our space. We got to
Yes.
set our intention for what we expect out of this experience together. So if you are joining us now, or you happen to catch up on this later, just take a minute to set your intention and allow yourself to connect with the energy, and we'll remove any negativity from our electronics and our space. You want to say anything, Elizabeth? I know I'm always forgetting something.
No, I'm just, this is always a good time, guys. Like, I mean, intention setting is just, what do you hope to get out of this experience of us together, creating spiritual community? I will use my little sound healing bowl, Oh, it's so cool, like with the green screen, it's like kind of invisible. Like that's kind of trippy. Okay. So just thank you, Great Spirit, for bringing us together. Please cleanse our energy, cleanse our space, protect our energy, protect our space. Thank you to all of our guides. Thank you, God. Thank you. I mean, just all of those wonderful energies out there in the collective and the ethereal that are assisting us as we ascend and, awaken spiritually. It's just such a beautiful time. It's a crazy time for reals, but it's also a beautiful time to be here in this earth experience. So
it's enlightening, and is Aquarius is the age of enlightenment, and we have a full moon in Aquarius. So a lot of aha moments, I think, have been coming up for people where they're putting those pieces together in their story, and it's like, aha, okay, that's why that happened, and this is why I had to go through that. And now we're kind of giving that wider perspective, and I really am starting to see that in my own life. And as we're moving to Virgo, I think it's really important that we start to ground all of that in our reality. Yes. So that's kind of what I picked up earlier today. So I'm interested to see if that continues through our reading today.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. So, well, let's just get right into it.
I thought you would go first because I'm interested, because I kind of did that one this morning. So now I'm like, is it going to mirror earlier? So okay. I'll just say a quick thing. It was all about connecting to just what I said, that grounding energy, and using your power to manipulate your environment, and using the universal life force energy as you kind of really set your intention as to paying attention to the different energies that are coming in. So I'm excited.
Absolutely. And, there are a lot of energies coming in, and we're also in the midst of releasing a lot of energies, right? At the full moon, I mean, everything will be illuminated, right? So, what is coming up to the surface, guys, like, this isn't a time to try to shove anything down. Just let it out. You got to feel it.
It is. Just surrender. Keep surrendering.
Yeah.
For us, right, Elizabeth?
Yes, God, universe is working for us, not against us. Everything that is happening is to help align us to our highest timeline, our highest purpose, to be of service, to collective, to help rise the energy. And so, guys, today, oh, wow. I'm just feeling all of that energy coursing through me. I just love it. So I'm going to pick 3 cards, and just kind of like I did last week, I'm going to kind of talk about them together, So God, Great Spirit, always, always show us what we need to see to align, to be the best versions of we. Thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you, Great Spirit. Just makes me so happy. Okay, let's see what we got. So, Jackie, I wanted to tell you that I was listening to this thing about blue moons yesterday, and blue moons are, guys, I think this is like the 3rd or 4th moon in a season. And so it's a really rare event. And it actually only happens, I wish I could do like a little drum roll right now, 2.7 years.
Sorry, how many years?
2.7. That's what the guy said.
Oh my gosh, of course it is. So this is an auspicious blue moon for us then, Elizabeth. Now I'm thinking
Yeah.
there might be a bigger spiritual significance in our journey, what we're getting from this blue moon.
Absolutely. Yeah. So guys, so this is great. I'm just going to so this was the first card that I got is the Seven of Pentacles. And so that's all about, work and potential for success, right? So it's basically, this is a time, this isn't a time to think that what you're doing isn't working, right? Just, like we were saying earlier, this is the time to just trust the process, keep on doing it, because guys, you are building some really beautiful things, right? Again, this is just like, there's not a whole lot of momentum right this second, but that's the thing with, this card, and then, just this, all of the potential. It's not about, and this has been something that's been coming up a lot for me. It's not about like hard work, right? You see how he's just kind of chilling next to the coins, and they're, kind of growing. So this is about really getting into the flow and knowing that your success, whatever it is that you're consistently putting your intentions in, will come, it's going to be a success, right? It's going to pay off. So whatever you're doing, the next card I got is Strength. This is the card of Leo. And so, we're in Leo season. This is it's a full moon in Aquarius, but we're in the sign of Leo. So, Leo is just all about big energy, right? And, strength, creativity, and so again, I think going back to the Seven of Pentacles, with the Strength, this is a time, it's just, let it go, let it go, let it go, and trust the process. Don't grind your heels in. There's no reason for that, because everything is just growing and blooming around us right now the way that it needs to, and it's interesting because the last card that I pulled is the King of Swords, right? And so this is all about ambition, and this is like the divine masculine energy, right? And so divine masculine is all about taking charge in a, what am I thinking? Taking charge in a way that is, comparable for everyone involved, right? The divine masculine is evolved to, see that maybe top-down paradigms aren't, the way to go, right? They're malleable, they're moving, they go with the flow, but they get the job done. They get the work done, So this is all about, taking charge of that situation. I always like to think of the divine masculine, as like that is the energy that gets from point A to point B. It's gonna get it done, right? Whereas the divine feminine, which, there's no better, worse, good, none of that. But the divine feminine energy is, it's definitely more circular in shape, but there is no getting from point A to B. That's just, that's not the focus of the divine feminine. And so
we'll get there. Blah-de-da.
Yes, exactly. But together, guys, because I have had periods of my life where I have gone all divine feminine, and it's really, in our world, it's kind of difficult to be in your complete divine feminine. The divine masculine really helps us, gives us that framework for our creations, for our manifestations, right? So we need both. So all together, this is great energy, We're talking about just ease into it. Success is imminent. Keep on going. Don't stop, right? But also, I mean, keep on going, but go with the flow, right? And don't stop and try to ruminate or try to figure shit out because there's just no point in it. You got the strength. We got this collectively, guys. We got it. We got it. And this is the time as these manifestations, as this energy is coming, in alignment with us, right? This is the time to really ease into that divine masculine energy, to help you continue and, just be the best version of you guys. So, wow, that's a lot. What do you think about that, Jackie?
And when you were talking about the divine masculine, I was thinking about how grounded that energy is for the divine feminine energy as we're moving into Virgo season. So that was kind of where my head was going with that. So it's like that grounding of all that fire energy that we like produced over this Leo season. And that's what I was picking up off that.
Really, and you're absolutely right. Because, and just from my own personal experience, it's kind of like the difference between just everything staying up in your head and then actually getting it out into actuality. That is why we need, the divine feminine and the divine masculine working in tandem, not working above and below each other, but side by side together,
I know that is the most powerful energy in the world, that balance of the masculine feminine. In reality, as well as within ourselves, as well as the earth itself, which I think we are doing a podcast episode specifically on the rise of the divine feminine. So that will be coming out on season 2 of our Sex, Drugs, and Spirituality podcast. So I am so excited to record that one. That one's pretty close to home for me. So I'm excited. And I was just going to do a little plug for our podcast while I had the opportunity. My cards, I'm going to pick 2, kind of like I did on the earlier reading today, from 2 different decks. And I'm so excited because in true form, I picked the Lunar Queen. And you guys know I always use the Goddess Isis Oracle by Alana Fairchild. I don't know if this is going to stay, but I was kind of hoping to have that sit there.
If I was there, I would hold it for you, Jackie.
I know. It's like, it's the Lunar Queen, which is all about rest and replenishment, as there is this beautiful moon in the background, and it all speaks to the rest and replenishment of the cycles of creation and rebirth that go on. And that's exactly what we're talking about. That's why it's so exciting to always pull the card that is so in reference to this new moon that we're going through. So it really talks to us about understanding ourselves when it's time to take a step back and allow things to happen for us instead of, forcing things to happen. And it's really up to us to have the accountability in ourselves in order to understand when that time is for us. So there are times where you have to never give up, but there are times where you just have to surrender and allow it to happen. And it just plays right into the card that I pulled this morning, which was just another direct reference that all of our energy readings are just so in alignment, and they continue to pull off of each other each week. So don't forget to always tune in. Otherwise, you're going to miss one of them, and then you'll have to circle back. But I'll always try to put it on the YouTube channel so you guys always stay up to date. But this is speaking a little bit on the contrary to what you were talking about, Elizabeth, because this is talking about our divine feminine energy, which is understanding how that creation flows and how then to balance that feminine. So I love how now we're just that counterbalance with your masculine and my feminine. Yeah. There is a deep feminine wisdom that recognizes the importance of cycles of rest and replenishment as essential balances of our action, of our power, and our demonstration. We are asked now to replenish ourselves with this new moon, trusting that we are in a cycle of creation and we are just at the midst of switching into a new phase. So it's time now to surrender and release and really enjoy the process.
I love that. I love it.
It's so good. And what is coming in for us when we do this and we allow this to happen is the manifesta card. And we are manifesting our desires. That's what we were picking up from the 8-8 portal. We were really coming to terms with what we wanted to create, and we were putting that out into the fire. And now, as we're moving into Virgo season, we are actually pulling that down and we are manifesting it into reality. I literally said it this morning as we pulled the manifesta card here today. So I'm pretty excited about it. I forgot what number it was, but I'm going to read it to you guys. It's number 36 in the deck, which breaks down to 9, which Elizabeth, I keep telling you that our 27 number is 9. 999. It always seems to follow us.
Right. I mean, just in the most craziest ways, you know.
In the most craziest ways. And this card is just confirmation that we are creating our reality. Our thoughts are creating our reality. So being really clear on what you are putting out into the ether so that we can bring down the right things. Because if we're not thinking in the right mindset and we don't have the right thoughts, we are manifesting cycles that we don't want in our lives. So we are creating everything. Everything is happening for us. And this card encourages you to dream big. It comes as a reminder that you can choose how you want your life to go. You can manifest all that you want to create or release. It is time to sow the seeds of reality that you want to experience. In a magical practice, there is a saying, as above, so below. Work with this principle through affirmative thinking and higher intention. Then anchor and ground your dream seeds into the earth of Virgo season. Woo, woo, woo. I'm so excited. Manifest from your heart, overcome fear, take a strong positive action and let go of the outcome. Know and trust your dreams are already on their way. It is already done, you guys.
Already done.
It's already done.
Done.
Elizabeth, I'm like over flooding with emotion and energy right now. And these cards also have like code activations. And I'm going to try to get it as close as I can before I lose it. She comes and goes. But it is an energy to see and feel this card. And you can try to envelop the energy of the card as you're looking at it through the screen. Hopefully you guys can see it a little bit better if I'm kind of like over here.
I love that. Yeah, we're like floating out in outer space right now.
I wish I had like a big blue moon, but maybe we'll do
that would be
special
fun
ones for you guys as we go. But I'm really happy with how that that's just another reminder that we are in such a prosperous time in our lives.
Yes, it is. And you know, it's like we're releasing so we can be open for receiving, right? You know, so I mean, the reading was just, I mean, it was perfect, you know, like it just synced up perfectly as always between us. So that's pretty awesome. Is there anyone that's
you know what? Let me look and see if there is a way to tell if somebody's out there. Like I can't see how I would know if somebody was here to give a
I wonder
message.
if I look at like the YouTube.
I'm not sure, guys. We're hoping that we can actually pull cards for you in the future through this medium, but we might have to readjust and figure out a way to see, because I can't see anybody if anybody's there. But it will go on the page of our YouTube channel anyway. And we are going to continue to pop up lives on Facebook, and that's a really great way to catch us.
It does say, this is so funny. I'm like, it does say that someone's watching it, but then I haven't.
I don't know. We're building up our following as we go, guys. There's a lot more to come, but we will be talking about that once we have more information on season 2 and the launch of season 2.
Absolutely.
But we definitely want to keep you guys as up to date as possible as we progress. But we're trying a lot of different mediums in order to figure out the best way to connect to everybody, I guess.
Exactly. And, you know, I mean, we got we were able to connect with people through Facebook. So I know that there's a way to see the chats and to, connect it all. And we are, working with our wonderful IT guy now. So hopefully he can help us.
Yeah, we are getting there. And we just can't stay away from you guys. So we keep coming back and each other.
Much love. And so, guys, we're going to try to figure out like a certain day and time. But right now, it's just once a week. You guys can catch us, and really, and I loved Jackie, what the idea of as above, so below. So, what we are all individually experiencing, we're collectively experiencing as well, right? And so, the weekly card reading, I mean, for me anyways, like I use tarot as a healing modality in my life really on a daily basis, to help me ground, to help me get connected. I do a short meditation, nothing too fancy, and then I really believe, and not even believe, but know that God energy, the energy of my team, my celestial team, talks to me through all kinds of material objects, including the cards, and so I love the idea of building spiritual community with other like-minded people out there, guys. That's why we're doing this, is to connect with the lives, right? And so we want y'all to come on. We want you to, just be a part of the conversation, right? So
and as stuff too, like we would love specific comments from people.
Yeah, or topics that you want us to talk about. Yeah, and I mean, Jackie and I are, pretty freaking woo-woo. So, I mean, we can be like aliens and giants. Oh my.
Anything. But we are out of time for this live. So, beautiful souls, I just can't wait for you guys to navigate the power with us next week as we shine light on another illuminating live with myself, Jackie, and my beautiful, beautiful co-host, Elizabeth Maria.
Oh, I love you, Jackie. And thank you guys for joining us in spiritual community and in helping to uplift the collective. I just love it.
Yeah. I'm so excited, guys. Well, if you want to contact us and learn anything about our individual client offerings, email us at the email below.
Yeah, and we have lots of different ways to get in touch with us. And definitely remember to subscribe to our YouTube and our Spotify channels for more insight, humor, love, and connection, guys. That's what it's all about as we navigate the power of personal growth and self-discovery together.
Bye. Happy Blue Moon.